see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
Burrow is coming off a year where he suffered his second season-ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there, because as long as he is, this team is a legitimate contender to win it all.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Chase came into the league with some lofty expectations, and he somehow surpassed those through the first 3 years of his career. He's a perennial 1,000-yard receiver. He's a guy they got to find a way to get the ball to in all situations. And he's one of the main reasons why the Bengals offense is consistently among the league's best.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he will find his man on the outside. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that.
But John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And Burrow going to throw again. And that one too wide and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Again, it's Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he was worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. In motion, Aguilar. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson going to keep it running right. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. We're scoreless after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Off the option, here's Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Henry up the middle. There's the stiff arm. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, They don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The end result, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From midfield now, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Burrow on play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Hits his target. That's Charlie Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. He'll swing this out to Moss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's caught. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third down, here's a run by Moss. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Moss, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and a couple. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Again, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it, but this one winds up no good.
Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Offense set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Jackson now. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. This one into the hands of Aguilar. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. In motion, Aguilar. Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Rolling to feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Sheldon Rankins able to get him for a loss of about 3.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Off the option, here's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. 3rd and goal, Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Able to find Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick 1st down.
Here's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Pass incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Odafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Burrow on play action. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 29 yards. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, some strong running. And not much doing on the return. Good cover. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the two scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all three timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all three timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11 at the 41. Running left, it's Henry. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.